UFC fans might finally see the grudge match between Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria now that El Matador has showed up to lightweight. The trash talk has already begun. Speaking to Round 8 Boxing, Pimblett explained how he doesn't think Topuria will face Islam Makhachev for his first lightweight fight as a former champion. Paddy also predicted that Topuria moving up to lightweight will be the downfall of his career.
I can't see him getting a title shot straight away. I think he's going to have to fight like Topuria, Armand, Charles, if he wants to get a title shot.
I was going to mention Ilia Topuria, who moved up to the weight. Is that a fight that you would love to have? That's
the fight I want. I want that fight. That's another one just to prove everyone wrong. You know what I mean? He's a midget lad. He's not a lightweight. He shouldn't be fighting at lightweight. He should have stuck at featherweight. And it's gonna be the downfall of his career. No, I'd just fight him anyway. I don't care. It doesn't have to be a title fight. I just want to fight him. I want to prove a lot of people wrong by Mufti, you know. I think he thinks he's better than he is. He's just trying to be a carbon copy of McGregor. He's got as much fucking charisma as a tackle. It's mad, lad. And he's got the same tattoo as McGregor on his chest, same one on his back. Stop trying to be Conor, lad. No one's Conor. Just be yourself, you little shit.
And you think it's a big mistake in moving up?
Yeah, a big mistake. But I think he knew that in a rematch with Volk, fighting Volk when he hadn't been knocked out 12 weeks earlier with a naughty head kick, I think he knew Volk would give him a very tough test. Saying he cemented his legacy at the weight, like, it's loads of bullshit. Beat Volk again, beat Lopez, beat Evloev, then you cleared the division out, yeah, then move up. Champions are too quick to want to move up now and not defend the belt and go up to the weight above. You should have to defend your belt at least 3 times if you want to move up.
Muay Thai legend Rodtang got his revenge on Demetrious Johnson. DJ recently traveled to Thailand where he linked up with his former foe. Both men shared the ring at Luk Sai Kongdin Gym in Bangkok, engaging in a spirited sparring session and exchanging techniques.
Hit me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Support God, buddy.
What did he just say?
He goes, nah, I'm gonna get you back.
Boom! Oh, you made. It's big. Oh! Yeah! You got that? Oh no! You got this too! Come here! Come here! Okay? Yeah, of course I'm okay. Oi! Yeah. You go, yes. No. Yeah. Now, push my head that way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
Choke.
Yep, a squeeze.
Yeah. Thank you for letting go. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brendan Schaub lambasted referee Jason Herzog and the UFC after the controversial finale of UFC Seattle's main event. Speaking on his Thick Boy podcast, Schaub criticized the referee and the promotion for not handling more severe punishments for fighters who poke their opponents in the eye.
There's nothing worse than poking a guy in the eye. In any sport, ask Tom Brady to throw a football with one eye. It's pretty fucking tough. Ask the receivers to catch football with one eye. It's damn near impossible. Now ask Henry Cejudo in his underwear, in a steel cage, fighting the number 7 guy in the world in a 5th fight with one eye to perform. It's insane. But Herzog going, you poked him in the eye, man. Hey, don't do that again. Son goes, okay. Yeah, didn't mean to. When's the last time you saw a point taken away for a nut kick or an eye poke? An illegal hit's an illegal hit. If Cejudo-Yadong would have done an illegal elbow to the back of the head, would you be singing the same tune? No. But because it's an eye poke, and he showed after the damage to his eye's fucked up. Of course it is. He's one of the most elite fighters to ever compete. He's not looking for an out with an eye poke. There should be zero tolerance. Any eye poke, across the board, finger in the eye, thumb in the eye, dick in the eye, we're taking a point.
Veteran referee John McCarthy has voiced his opinion on the controversial UFC Seattle ending. McCarthy believes there may have been one key issue with the fight's stoppage and eventual technical decision. After helping establish MMA's rule set and overseeing some of the biggest fights in UFC history, nobody is a better advocate to speak on officiating issues. Speaking on his Weighing In podcast, Big John explained why Jason Herzog had to start round 4 in Cejudo vs. Yadong.
The scores are completely wrong anyway, so What do you mean?
Look at, under the unified rules, when you have a fight that is into a 5-round fight and it's completed the 3rd round. The reason Jason Herzog was saying we got to start this round, and he starts and stops, he just goes stop, boom, no time really going off on the clock, is once he enters the 4th round, now he can go to what is a technical decision. He can go to the scorecards, and since he had 3 rounds completed, that was the right call for him to do. You don't want, if the eye poke had happened in the 2nd round, then it would have probably ended up as a no contest, which is, I guess, better for Henry, but it's not better for the sport. It's not better for the UFC. The score should have been not 29-28 or 30-27. On the 30-27, it should have been a 40, because the 4th round should have been scored 10-10 by all the judges. They didn't get to see anything, so it's a 10-10 round. And that's what tells you that it went into the 4th round. So when they came up, and this is what happens when you have states that don't do a whole lot of MMA shows and stuff. You've got people working at the thing that they don't even think about it. Sal D'Amato, being one of the judges, knew that he had to fill out a card for the 4th round. They just didn't use it.
In case you missed the news overnight, Dan Hooker will no longer be competing against Justin Gaethje at UFC 313 in March. He seems to have suffered a hand injury that will put him on the shelf for an undisclosed period of time, leaving Gaethje without an opponent. For the UFC 313 card, this is a big blow. Hooker vs. Gaethje was one of the main attractions behind this event, and while the main event is still solid, it certainly feels as if they need to put something in as a new co-main event in order to really bolster it. Reacting to the unfortunate news, Gaethje posted this on his social media. He wrote, "Hooker is out of the fight, waiting for a new opponent. Thankfully for Gaethje, 3 top UFC lightweights have voiced their interest in stepping in to replace Hooker." Mateusz Gamrot tweeted, "Hooker out, I'm ready to go, Justin Gaethje. 2 weeks no matter." Another fighter who stepped in on short notice is Renato Moicano. He wrote, "2 weeks is good. I have enough time for 2 or 3 sparring sessions. I'll be ready if they call." Rafael Fiziev also wants to get revenge on Gaethje. He tweeted, "Let's run it back, Justin Gaethje." Who do you guys believe should be the one to get the call to replace Dan Hooker against Gaethje? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Dan Hooker insists he would still fight Justin Gaethje despite horror injury. Immediately after suffering the injury, Hooker appeared in studio for Sky Sport NZ, where he regularly appears as a pundit. He showed off the severity of his fracture, but claimed that he would even be willing to wear different sized gloves if it meant keeping the fight on.
One of these hands don't look like the other.
One of the paws is not doing so well.
What has happened in training?
Just sparring last night, as I do, just letting some hooks go, just throwing some bombs down range, and just caught one of the boys on the top of the dome with my knuckle, and yeah. And then I didn't think too much of it, but they sent me off to get a CT scan. Had a little CT scan, and they told me that my hand is fractured. So yeah, as of now, I obviously still would fight. With like the medicals, they like squeeze it, like they squeeze your hands. I'll just say they're like.
Ow!
So now we'll see how it all plays out.
I don't even know if you'll be able to fit the glove by the time you get over there.
I'll be sitting out back and I'll be like, hey, because I can have one large glove and one 3XL, please. They'll be like, what? We'll see if we can kick this fight down the road, or yeah. We'll just wait and see, baby. It's just unfortunate that it was this close. Obviously gutted for all the fans that I know that were excited for this fight. That's probably the main thing. That's probably the main thing. I think just the Lords of War were not happy, and they took it away from you.